Yo guys, Jake here, and today I'm back with another video. And what this is my class setup, which I said I was bringing out. So yeah, let's go on with it. I would have brought this out earlier in the game, but I wasn't too comfortable with what the guns were and best perks and stuff like that to use and attachments. But now I've got used to the game, I kind of know what guns to use. So yeah, let's go on with it. First gun I've got is my Honey Badger with red dot and grip, which I'm surprised most people would use. If you didn't know, it has a built-in silencer, so that's why I've got the red dot and grip. So it's basically 3 attachments, and if you have the perk where you can have an extra attachment, you can have 4 attachments on this gun. So it's definitely a good gun, and I recommend to use it if you haven't yet. I don't have no secondary or tactical, but I have a lethal. But if you didn't know, if you don't have all 4 of these, you can have more perk slots. Like if I take away IED now, I'd have another perk slot there, so I could take away my 1 slot perk and then have another 2 one. But I like to have IED because when we play domination, it helps out a lot. My perks, I've got sleight of hand, obviously reload faster, stalker, so I can aim down sights while I'm running, because with the assault rifles, you don't really you move quite slow. I found in Black Ops you move quite decent, but on this you move so slow. So that's why I've got to have it on with my assault rifles. Dead silence because the footsteps are quite loud on this game. Resilience, so I don't take no falling damage, and also hardline, so I can get my streaks quicker. My strike packages, my first one's quick draw, then I've got scavenger, and also takedown, which I mentioned in my last video. So if you're flanking around the enemies, they won't know where you are when you kill them behind them in their spawn. My specialist ones, when I get it, I've got off the grid, so it's basically like ghosts, so they can't see me on satcoms and radar pings. Sit rep, so I can see IEDs and IMSs when I'm on a streak, obviously because I get this when I get my specialist bonus. And also marathon, so I can run around faster, and also ready up, so when I'm running with marathon, and I can get my gun up if there's someone right in front of me quicker. My second class is the AK-12 with silence and extended mags. Basically the same perks up because it's an assault rifle, and I keep the same stuff for them. I've got my ID and these perks again, because I personally think they're the best perks to use when I'm having a specialist, and I want to go for KMs and that now, because at the beginning of the game I weren't really going for them, and now I've got I've adapted to all the now and perks and stuff, now I want to start going for them. But then my next class is the AK-12 again, because one of my favourite assault rifles, so I'm gonna have 2 classes of it. I've got silencer and extended mags on it. I ain't got secondary on my other classes, but on this one I've got a lethal and a tactical. I've got the IED and the motion sensor. If you're not too sure with the motion sensor, if you ain't used it on this game yet, basically it's not like radar on like it was on Modern Warfare 3, like a mini UAV I suppose. It's more if you know what an oracle is on this, a support thing, glows up, so if they go over it you'll see where they are, say if you pull it downstairs in a building and then they come up to B, you know where they are, so you can basically, it's basically quite useful when you're going for assault streaks. I've got sleight of hand, stalker, scavenger and hardline. I don't have dead silence on this class just because I think I don't really need it, because I'm running around trying to get streaks, and if I only roll dead silence if I'm going I'm going in the spawn with specialists and stuff like that. The kill streaks I use is Trinity Rocket, Battle Hind and Helo Pilot, because once you get your Trinity you're guaranteed to get your Battle Hind and your Helo Pilot. If I weren't going to use them, I'd use the Dog, the Trinity, either the Battle Hind, the Vulture, the Griffin or the Maniac. I haven't tried out the Loki yet. Phone's going off. Yeah, I haven't tried out the Loki yet, but I might try that out. But if I do get that and get a decent gameplay of it, I will upload it, and you tell me if you'd like to see that. But yeah, that's the main streaks I'd use. The next class is the SC 2010 with red dot and silencer. Again, basically the same perks up, because that's the ones I like to use. I know probably think I ain't got much of a variety of perks, but I find they're the best perks to use on the game with specialists and that. Vepa, this is an SMG, so I've changed up a few perks on this class. I've got silencer and grip, I've got the IED again, but instead of having stalker, instead I've got quick draw. So basically the same other perks, but literally I've just got quick draw instead. And then on my strike package I'd normally have quick draw first, but I've changed that for off the grid, and then once I get my specialist bonus I've changed for a few perks, I've got on the go, which is reload by sprinting, which is always helpful when you've got an SMG, and also blast shield, which is flak jacket, so when you run around in the spawn it's much easier to run around with, and also it's good for an SMG. My last class is the MSBS, which I've got red dot and grip on. I was using red dot and silencer, but I felt like the gun had a lot of kick to it, which I thought was a bit like didn't think it would, because it's a free burst gun, so I thought you could control the recoil. But now I've got red dot and grip on it, it seems to be working, and I've actually been using that quite a bit lately. Yeah, I've basically got the ID and the same perks set up, because that's what I like to use when I'm obviously going for KMs. But yeah, they're my class setups. I hope they help you out. Like if you're not too sure what like guns to use, a specialist and that, like what perks and that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe. Also, leave in the comment section down below like what's your favourite setups and classes to use. I've been Jake. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.